Assalamu alaikum, my beloved students, hope you are fine. Our today's topic is Tilawat-e-Nazira. Before coming to my main point, main discussion, main lecture, I'd like to revise. Chapter 3 is going on. From this chapter, you have finished 4 lessons. Lesson 1, it was on the Quran Majid. In this lesson, you have learned what is Quran, what is the meaning of Quran, what is the importance of Quran, and the topics which have been discussed in the Quran, and what is the reward of the Quran. Second lesson, it was on Tajweed. You have learned there what is Tajweed, what is the importance of Tajweed. Third lesson, you have learned the description of Nun, Sakin and Tanween. Fourth lesson, you have learned description of Mim, Sakin. I know, still, some of you have confusion, especially about these 2 lessons. It means description of Nun, Sakin and Tanween and description of Mim, Sakin. Okay? In my next video, I will remove your all confusion about these 2 topics. That is description of Nun, Sakin and Tanween and description of Mim, Sakin. Okay. Now the main point, Tilawat-e-Nazira. This question is common. That is, what is Tilawat-e-Nazira? This question is important for board exam. And this question usually asks for 2 marks. So, how would be your answer? Your answer should be like this. Tilawat-e-Nazira, this is a compound word. There are 2 words in this compound word. One is tilawat, another is nazira. Tilawat means recitation. Nazira means watching. So according to Islamic terminology, to recite the Holy Quran watching is called Tilawat-e-Nazira. Or to recite the Holy Quran looking at this or looking at it, it is called Tilawat-e-Nazira. So this should be your answer if it is asked that what is Tilawat-e-Nazira. Again I am saying you what would be your answer. Tilawat-e-Nazira, this is a compound word. There are 2 words in this compound word. One is tilawat, another is nazira. Tilawat means recitation, nazira means watching. According to Islamic terminology, to recite the Holy Quran watching is called Tilawat-e-Nazira. Or to recite the Holy Quran looking at it is called Tilawat-e-Nazira. There are 2 types of recitation. One is reciting the Holy Quran by heart, and another is Tilawat-e-Nazira. Sometimes we recite the Holy Quran by our heart. Only those parts we can recite by our heart which we have memorized. Some of you have memorized many surahs. Surah Fatiha, Surah Ikhlas, Surah Nas, Surah Fil, Surah Duha, Surah Tin. Some of you have memorized Surah Tin, Surah Waqi'ah, Surah Yasin. These surahs you have also memorized. So you can recite these surahs by your heart. But we cannot recite the full Quran by our heart because we are not Hafiz. Most of us, we are not Hafiz. Those who are Hafiz, they can recite the full Quran by their heart. So as we cannot recite the full Quran by our heart, that is why we have to recite the Quran watching. It is not compulsory on us to recite only those parts we have memorized only. No. This is the full Quran we have to recite. We have to know the significance of the full Quran. We have to know the meaning of the full Quran. For knowing the meaning of the full Quran, for knowing the significance of the full Quran, we have to recite. As we are not Hafiz, we have to recite. We have to recite watching. So our today's topic is the reciting the Holy Quran watching. This topic actually, Tilawat-e-Nazira. So already you have understood the importance of Tilawat-e-Nazira. If we want to understand if you want to understand the Quran properly, then we have to recite the Holy Quran watching. If we want to know the meaning, we have to recite the Holy Quran watching. And when you recite the Holy Quran, watching, then we can understand that my recitation is correct or not, and properly I can implement the rules of tajweed. So these are the importance of Tilawat-e-Nazira. Now the topic is the manners of Tilawat-e-Nazira. Some manners. Why we recite the Holy Quran? We want to get the satisfaction of Allah. We want to get the nearness of Allah, closeness of Allah, and we wish, we desire that Allah will love us. And we want the reward. So if we want to get these things, we have to follow some manners. Without following the manners, if we recite the Holy Quran, sometimes it can happen that we will not get any reward. We will not get the closeness of Allah. Rather, we will be far away from Allah. So we have to follow some manners. So now I am going to say you that which manners we have to follow before reciting the Holy Quran watching. First of all, we have to take purity. Two ways. One is that if our body is impure, some reasons, you know well, there are some reasons because of which our body can be impure. So first of all, we have to pure our body, and second one, we have to take ablution. This is must. Among the manners, this is must, because you are going to recite the Holy Quran watching. It means you have to touch the Quran, you have to turn the page, you have to go one page to another page. So you have to touch the Quran. So for touching the Quran, you have to take the ablution, because Allah the Most High says, "La yamassuhu illa al-mutahharun." It means that we cannot touch the Quran without purity, without ablution. So we have to take the ablution. Then we have to sit in a place, calm and quiet place, where usually no one will disturb me. There will not be any chaos. If there will not be any chaos and no one will disturb me, I will be able to give more concentration. So calm and quiet place, this is better. Then we have to sit in a prayer mode. Prayer mode, you know, that after 2 rakats or after 1 sijda, when we sit in a prayer mode, and after 2 rakats we sit, after 4 rakats or 3 rakats in Maghrib prayer, after 3 rakats we sit. So this sitting is called prayer mode. So you have to, this is better when you start the Tilawat-e-Nazira. When you start, then we have to sit in this way, and after few minutes, after few time, it can be tough. Okay, we can change our mode, but the beginning should be the prayer mode. Okay, before reciting the Holy Quran, we have to utter Durood Sharif several times. Durood Sharif, this is not only for reciting the Holy Quran. Actually, this is a power for us, because if a person utter Durood Sharif more and more, Allah saves him from danger and difficulties. Allah saves this person. And Allah the Most High, if a person recite Durood Sharif once, then Allah sent on him 10 blessings. Okay, so we have to recite Durood Sharif more and more, especially when before starting our Tilawat-e-Nazira, we have to recite Durood Sharif several times, then A'udhu Billah, Bismillah, then we will start. Tilawat-e-Nazira, or recitation of the Holy Quran. When we recite the Holy Quran, we have to follow the rules of Tajweed. Rules of Tajweed, already you have learned the importance of Tajweed. If you don't follow the rules of Tajweed, then there will be so many mistakes in your Quran, in your recitation. So you will not get any reward, rather you will be sinner. Just I'll like to give you one example. That is that La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. So there is a mud in La. There is a illallah in La. I have prolongated. I have prolongated the La. It means there is a mud. If you don't do, if I or if anyone don't do mud here, then what would be the meaning here? The meaning will be changed, fully changed. Okay, I'm just clearing you. That is La ilaha illallah. It means that there is no ilah but Allah. There is no worthy of worship but Allah. This is the meaning of La ilaha illallah. But if you recite the La ilaha illallah in this way, La ilaha illallah, without mud, without prolongating the La, if you don't do it, the meaning would be that certainly there is ilah, na'uz billah. So full change, and this is the word of shirk. There is a word of shirk. In this way, if you don't follow the rules of Tajweed, then there will be so many mistakes in your recitation. So when we recite the Quran, then we have to follow the rules of Tajweed. And when we recite the Quran, another manner is we should try to understand the meaning of the Quran. Meaning of the Quran. Because this is the guidance from Allah. This is the guidance from Allah. If we don't understand the meaning of the Quran, then how will we be able to understand that what is the expectation of Allah the Most High to us? What Allah wants to us? So we have to know the meaning. This is better to, actually, I'd like to request you are learning third language. Some of you are learning third language. It means Bangla, this is our mother language, and English, this is international language. We are learning this language. But some of you are learning the Chinese language, French language, and some other languages. But my request to you that as a Muslim, Arabic should be our third language. Third language. Arabic, we should learn it. Should learn. Because if you know this language, you will be able to understand that the words of Allah. The words of Allah. What Allah wants to me. Why Allah the Most High has sent. How should I lead my life? Should be able to understand it from the Quran. So this is my request to you, that try to understand. But if you don't know the Arabic language, it is better you can read the translation of the Quran. It may be in English or it may be in Bangla. You can read this. Okay, 30 minutes you can recite the Quran, or 20 minutes you can recite the Quran. It means the Arabic. And you can spend also every day 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 5 minutes at least for knowing the meaning, for reading the meaning of the Quran. Okay, so this is what I said, that another manner is that we should try to understand the meaning of the Quran. And the next is that we should understand the significance. We should try to understand the significance of the Quran, or the significance, the part which you are reading now, which you are reciting now. You have to. And for this, you have to read the tafsir. Tafsir means explanation of the Holy Quran. Okay. This is that. Then the next point is that we should recite the Holy Quran only for the satisfaction of Allah the Most High. This is also another manner of the Quran. Only for the satisfaction of Allah. This is must. This is must. If we recite the Holy Quran for the satisfaction of Allah, Allah will give us reward. But if we recite the Holy Quran for this reason, for this purpose, that people will praise me, my voice is so nice, and I can draw the attention of others, and people will say, oh, excellent, very good, awesome, the recitation is very good. So for this purpose, if I recite this, then Allah will not give me any reward. So I have to recite the Quran only for the satisfaction of Allah the Most High. And finally, when we finish, then we will close the Quran properly and covering with a cloth. It is better covering with a cloth, because no dust will be on the Quran if we cover the Quran with a cloth. Okay, one point which I have missed, that is just wait a bit. Already I have said the Durud Sharif. After Durud Sharif, we have to, before starting the Quran, we have to say Auzu Billah and Bismillah. Then Tajweed already I have said. Okay, wait a bit. I'm just saying you one point I think that I have missed. That is the results. Okay, when you recite the Quran, yes, when you recite the Quran, then we shouldn't conversate with others. Opening the Quran, should conversate with others. If I think that I need to conversate with someone, then I will close the Quran. Then I will conversate, and then we will start again saying Auzu Billah and Bismillah. Not opening the Quran, I will discuss, and this is nothing but a negligence to Quran. Allah will not tolerate it. As our main expectation is that we want to get the satisfaction of Allah, closeness of Allah, then we have to follow these manners. So hope you have understood what is Tilawat-e-Nazira and the importance of Tilawat-e-Nazira, and also the manners of Tilawat-e-Nazira. Still, if you have any confusion, please ask me in Viber group. You can ask me the questions that I haven't understood. Okay, I will try to understand. I will try to remove your confusion. I will try to give the answer of your question. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all.